The luxury of Brindelburgers will stay with you for life. Dripping slabs of succulent swine. Never sacrifice a flavor. Wait, what? Get Brindely!
Hello everybody! Man, oh man, am I excited today. Believe it or not, I had a really strange, before we get to the deck list, I was talking to Pauper Tim online, who actually used to be the Orange Mitten back in like 2004. Why does that matter? Well, it's kind of Pauper's birthday today. It turns 17 years old online, if my math is plus or minus a few weeks, maybe a month, but it's about as close as it gets. And before we get into anything, I'm going to copy paste this article into the chat. I'll have a little bouncy screen. But this is one of the very first Pauper articles called Peasant. First time it was really mentioned as Pauper. And you can read a little bit about the history of it. As you see, when they start mentioning people's names and how they got started with the people, we have, where was it? Oh, it was one of the first ones. They mentioned quite a few people. There were about 5 or 6, I believe, that kind of started it up. And it's just a really neat walk down memory lane. So I'm going to do that here. Boink. And then I'll get back to the deck list. All right, everybody, nice to see you. Pauper Tim Cooper, the Red Little Fight and Shahrazamon, of course. And we've got the deck list all in tow for those of you that want it. Anyway, so we're going to be playing something I like to call Serpentor because I'm an 80s reject and I like G.I. Joe cartoons. Probably best to just call it Serpent Control. Is it Serpent? I don't know. Well, I do know it's a Serpent. We got 3 Ash Barons, 2 Wilds. I'm using 1 Prismari Campus, quite a few basics, 2 mountains, and 4 forwards for a total of 21 lands. The deck list will be in the chat to the side. So one of the big problems with this list is we make this gigantic creature, right? And what's really cool about this, and probably the only reason I wanted to play it, is that little thing it says sorcery cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. So eat that, Relic. You can suck on that. So very cool. A lot of people overboard. Bringing graveyard hate doesn't even matter. We got a contingency plan in this. Outside of that, everything else is, you know, an instant or a sorcery. And the 2 cards I want to kind of showcase first are Artful Dodge, which we can pitch and get rid of and make our 2020 Serpentor and above unblockable, because that's the big problem, right? You get like a Gurmag Angler mentality. You smash into 1/1s all day long and then you get torn apart, which may happen. We also have Maximize Velocity, which kind of has Retrace if you look closely with Jumpstart. And you could run with Reckless Charge. It does cost 3. I kind of like the 1, and then we can do a bunch of other things to power out stuff. Anyway, back to the spell package. We got 2 Dispels, 4 Ponder, and 4 Preordain. Really shore up our mana and help us find stuff. All 4 Lightning Bolts and all 4 Screds. We've got a bunch of snow outside of the Wilds, Barrens, and Campus. We're good to go. 4 pieces of the puzzle, the backbone of the deck. This thing is just a powerhouse. We have 1 Cannonade to sweep up if we get paired off against Elves and we have a chance round 1. 2 Fling, main deck. That's kind of our win against Tron. Counterspell, Frantic Inventory, all 4 Serpents, and 1 Goblin Wizardry, because these guys are just a lot of fun. Really good against, we're probably going to see some mono black. That's why I have 2 on the sideboard. Speaking of sideboard, woo! We got 2 more Goblin Wizardry in the sideboard. A Sandstorm to reset things. 1 more Cannonade and Echoing Truth for those unknown circumstances. 1 Shenanigans, because it fits the theme of the deck. Keeps bringing things back and forth and such. We've got 3 Pyroblast, 3 Hydroblast, 2 Gigadrows, and 1 more Artful Dodge for those decks that just are getting in our way. I don't know, Stompy Elves, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I didn't know Snapbolt did it, but I'm sure his list is cool. Is this? Yeah, this one is mine, Nim Chimpskey, but you know, there's 30 of them out there probably since the inception day of this, and I think everybody went this way. In fact, I think there was a Demir version that got like in the 20th spot of the challenge too. So it's pretty cool. Snapbolt has done some work with the curve. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'll have to check out what he's doing. So anyway, we're just going to get off right to it. Believe it or not, we got a brand new commercial today. I spent most of the week recreating, what was it? Wild Mongrel Bubblegum, one of our very first, back when our commercials were like just, oops, no wonder I got it. I always do that. I got it set to auto locate. One of our very first options, when I was coming up with this with Little Fight, was we were, coming up with ideas and stuff, and I would design like the logo and stuff, and then we would just have a tagline, and that was kind of it. And then the commercials slowly started growing into a lot more, well, as you can see, longer and stuff. So I like to take a lot of those older ones that we didn't really do just credit to, and throw a lot more at them. So over the months and stuff, I've been collecting gum footage and all kinds of things, and grabbed some stuff off the mothership and put together Wild Mongrel 2, which will debut at one of the bathroom breaks. And if you're impatient or you like YouTube, you've probably already seen it. So anyway, Legozu Pauper. Oh, Nerf Dukesy. Nice to hear from you as we open up our graveyard and hope for the best. We've got our mana curve solved. We've got Pauper in tow, and I think we might just trip the wilds first. Worry about Ponder later. Let's get our mana on board and hope for the best. Yeah. So I don't let mono, if we run into a lot of mono black today, don't let it fool you. Obviously, it's a very good deck. You know what? I'll go grab an island here. We've got the Ash Barrens in tow. We'll be all right. We'll keep that because he might show us Chittering Rats, and we want to have the Ash Barrens for that. But I would imagine, we're not going to do too good against mono black, which is kind of preponderance of matchups on tournament setting. And it looks like that's what we're up against because we've only got a few creatures main. But it looks like this is a bit more of an original build, so that's good news. As we go from here and maybe just sit on a counter. Yeah, I'll sit on a counter. We can always inventory at the end of turn. Tempted to, get the Barons online with red and Ponder there, but oh, we got a Golgari list, eh? This looks like just a sacrifice deck, right? From what I can tell. Woo! Have you set up a full screen mode while bordered plays? I have not. We've got it's just a wee bit too much bells and whistles for me. I'd have to I looked into it. I've got the camera for it, but then I'd have to reset the lighting and a few other things. So I did measure where my arm's at, and I'll try to do a little bit better on it and stuff. But yeah, didn't mention that history. I wasn't looking for a frame or a shout out. Oh, Pauper Tim's in the house. All right. No. I was I was really suspicious when we started talking in that matchup because, I was just like, what? Sometimes you get people a little end of the night, a little too into the libation and whatnot. But I was very tickled. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. So it was pretty cool. So thank you to you and others for making this format we all love. All right, there's part of our plan. We don't really need too much of it. I think I'm just going to throw all of this back. Or we could just make sure to draw the island. Let's do this to this to this. Make sure we hit our land. We'll say no. And let's cycle this for a mountain. One of the only ones we've got because we don't have to really worry about Chittering Rats here. So yeah, Nim Chimpskey, Little Fighter Shiraz will hopefully bring that up real quick. But like I said, this is mine. Feel free to tweak and go. When I'm cognizant and focused, it tends to do really well, but it demands a lot of focus. So not the best deck to play if you're just chilling out and relaxing. But I'm really surprised it didn't make more of a showing at the, challenge and such. There it is. Thank you, Shiraz. Yeah, finally got my brother Semikoff, as you old timers know, to get involved here with the VO of Wild Mongrel 2. And he did, I wanted him to keep that kind of old timey voice. So he sounds a little quirky and funny, but I think it kind of works. So it was nice to have him aboard. I got to get my other brother involved. He's going to be visiting this summer, so I've got to have a script ready for him because there's no way he could do it remotely. He's the Luddite of the family, that's for sure. Here we go. Got 2 sack outlets. When I do the persist thing, comes back. Let me get rid of that dude now before he's got the ability to bring it back. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I kill that now? Or do we just get this online? Let me inventory here. Yeah, I know he sacks in response. I just don't want the loop to start up if he... I guess I can kill it in response. I mean, he'll still sack it in response, but... He could... yeah, I guess if I just kill the feeder, that might be interesting. Nanek R&D, that's a pretty good point. I just want to do it on my turn, though. I think, yeah, the feeder is good because he'll have to go all out just to keep it alive. Watch, he just drops another feeder out. Yeah, but he still has that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Let me undo that. Because this could be the infinite train here. So I can't kill the feeder. Hey, Pumpkin Toast Doobie, just stopping by for work. Have a good weekend. You too, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Boy, we got all kinds of new faces in the chat. So I feel a little skittish here. I've seen this deck kill from out of the blue if they top deck right. So it would be really nice to have a counterspell in hand. We'll see how he rolls here. Yeah, the Ivory Lane Denizen is what I'm very scared of. And here it comes, right? Let me kill this dude here now. So we just don't take the damage. I know he's just going to pump it in response. But he's going to go get the Ivory Lane Denizen. And this is a deck for you deck builders out there. When all the parts are there. I just think the numbers haven't come up, or somebody hasn't been just all into the deck being created that way. They missed a little bit of a trigger there, but it's all right. Let's see. Oh, they didn't even grab anything? What? My goodness. Double punt. They didn't sack and they didn't search. Okay. Unless they've got some... Oh yeah, when it dies. Okay, now they're going to do it. Village Rites. For some reason I thought Firewood Herald when it came into play, but anyway. Yeah, and I even updated the which card shall burn promo, and so I keyed out the ashes of the nausea, which I've got right here. Oops. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which way I put it, right? Oh, trample. Spicy. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're at 13. Still feeling all right. We've got a counterspell. We've got a lightning bolt, even better. Let's get rid of this dude. And our puzzle will probably bring up something. I'm not too sure I really need to worry about this dude. I've got some gigantic people, so unless the Bloodthrone Vampire or somebody else is gigantic, we might be able to get through. Winding Way. I'm going to say no to that. I don't want no load up hand. Go and get. Suggesting we have plenty of counterspells left over. We do not. I just got to keep track of that life total here. I'm used to hearing that bing, and that kind of lets me know, like, you got hurt. Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of options here. Let me preordain first. Very cool. I do want to kill from out of the blue. I'll say top. I'm going to scred this, get rid of the sack outlets, set them back a little bit more. And there's no reason not to do this now, except that they're going to see maximized velocity. But I'll do it. So let's go. And he's going your graveyard, so it's just super awesome. All right, we've got this, and I guess we'll just go for the win here if he doesn't have any sort of edict effect. Might make him be a little hesitant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 we can hit for at hasted speed. Might want to sit and wait, though. Yeah, it sure is easier to read the newer one, but not quite sure if I like the art as much. You know me and art, right? Just the other day, says Pauper Tim, I was thinking of putting a lot of creature combos in one deck and wait till one hits and stick rather than playing protection. A deck called Tribe, right? Let's see how much he wants to attack here. I don't want to walk into some removal. I'd rather kind of wait on that. So we can kill another sack outlet. This is kind of one of those explode, plays a lot like Affinity in theory. You know, you just kind of wait around. I like having the curve and then surprising the person as opposed to the other way around. But Alrighty, we've got this. And we will bolt it at end of turn. And depending, let's bolt this. He might have snuff out. That would ruin our day. Boop. Oh, ready? Best to keep a... oh, if I had another... man, that'd be pretty sweet, right? Let's bust this dude out. Kabammo! And... we'll put this on here. Hello. Here we go. Paying this. It ain't death, but we're bluffing like we've got counterspell, so maybe it'll work. Who knows? Huzzah! Watch we get Artful Dodge or something like that. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. As we look into our graveyard, it'd be nice if it was there. That's the one card, boy, I'm very tempted to play even more of, but who knows? I'm by no means the end-all be-all list maker with this deck. I just, uh-oh, and that's what we don't like. Tribal Instant showing up sends us packing. We don't have too much to worry about on the board. We'll kill the looky-loo lane there. Always top decking is something good here, but it would have been nice if we had a counterspell there. Got my second shot yesterday, so I'm a little worried. A few of my friends have been really jacked up by the second Pfizer shot, and so that'll be about 4 this afternoon, about 6 hours from now. So apparently that's when it goes down. Let me cycle here. I'll go get the other mountain, and we'll sit back. We've got a few turns. I might as well play like we've got something here. I want to keep that extra land in hand because maximize velocity. Even though it's not retraced, do have to discard a card in addition to paying its mana cost. So if I do top deck something good, I want to make it... oh, they just got really bad shivers and fever for about 30 some odd hours. 1 or 2 of them. Pretty healthy guys, so interesting. One's a very close nationality to me, so if that has anything to do with it, I don't know, but I'm just a little like trying to fight the placebo effect, right? I'm just like, positive energy, positive energy. Yeah. AZN2K2, thank you so much. Holy crap, 2 months. You rule, my friend. Alrighty. Well, if he gets a sack outlet, we're dead meat. We're going to have to bring in Swirling Sandstorm and all kinds of other goodies. As I pitch away my Ash Barrens, if I had any... oh, interesting. Can we live one more turn? If he doesn't top deck anything good, we can. So we want to draw this last. We'll draw this, or should I bring out the Serpent? We'll do this. He's going to want to attack with everything, and then hopefully we can just counter any best spell. Nope. Let's draw that Counterspell. And then we can swing for the win if he gets a little greedy here. If they only play 1 creature, if it's a sack outlet, we can counter it. Unless they play really conservative, we might be all right. Okay, I like this because it's obvious we have to counter that. Now they might go all out. Boop-a-doop. My first shot destroyed my arm, says Pauper10. Felt like an MMA fighter. Yeah. It's funny how you don't realize I just bumped into a wall and I was like, whoa. It's like, why did I do that? And then like last night I squeezed my wife's shoulder really hard and it was like, okay, looks like we're going to win here unless they've got snuff out. It's funny. You take that. You just don't realize how much of life is just, ho-hum. You don't really feel things. And then there was a story a long time ago about this little girl who couldn't feel. And like she literally like melted her hands on a stove. I don't know if it's an urban legend or not, but as much as pain sucks, you got to be grateful for it on that level. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring out the Serpent. We'll maximize velocity. And unless they've got snuff out, we're going to swing for 19, but it was a very close game. They played a little more conservatively. Who knows? Maybe they got snuff out. We'll see. Smashatoli? Ravioli? Do we get it? The hesitation is here, folks. Woo! And I got Jace behind me, sporting the blue mana. Figured it was a little appropriate. My fingers were tingling. Whoa, man. Damn. Oh. All right, well, they ran away. We'll just jump into the next fight then. That would have been interesting. I want to jump over to the deck list here real quick to just say what we probably should have brought in against a deck like that. Do want some blockers. So it'd be a strange combination of Cannonade, Sandstorm, and maybe one Wizardry. Don't believe any of the other things would really be... There's too many creatures for this to go down. And Artful Dodge may be the call there. It is nice having access to 4 of those with only 2 cards and their flashback ability. But alrighty, so we'll just do this. You know, I said fast players. I should have said no quitters. Let's go. Let's see what we can see. So I'm excited to show you guys, if you haven't seen it on YouTube already, our new Wild Mongrel commercial. The only one we've done 2 for before has been Gin and Tonic. So yeah, that was cool. Same sort of thing. We had like one graphic, 1 or 2 images, and just a sentence or 2. And we still have the old classics, of course, the vintage tin, right? Even though we're talking about Pauper. And so it's pretty cool to just kind of give these old ones kind of an overhaul and see what's available as the years and times go on. So instead of like, we used a little bit of a Simic angle, but then we also use Quandrix now because we're in this whole new, you know, zeitgeist of the Magic world. So it's pretty sweet. But yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. This is one of those decks, even if you don't really like combo, it's really surprising how far it gets there. And there's so many people that'll just bring in relic after relic after relic. And you're like, oh, you feel like some old man, just get off my lawn. You're like, that doesn't work. Quit wasting your spaces. So hopefully there's a PSA out there. Some Serpent players out there will probably be pissed off because it's some auto wins. Games 2 and 3. Some people, even games 3, they'll still bring in relic. And you're like, all right. I mean, it's a good card against some things. We are using our graveyard for some things, but we'll keep this. It's just kind of a wait and see. We don't really have much draw, but our mana's really tight, and we've got a turn 2 counterspell, wait around and shoot everything out of the sky. So hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. As we look across from a Demir player, sporting a nice tunnel. I've always enjoyed your content, says ND2K2. Thank you so much. My Pauper community in Tulsa, Oklahoma always chats about your brews. All right. In the Brute Squad list. Yeah. We're going to bring back some of the... I think I got another email or 2 about the original Boros Bully. So I think next week, roughly, that might be what we're playing. Like literally the stock list. Not any updates, not any new cards. Just see how it does. And it's kind of neat to revisit those old things. I should have brought it up today because we brought up Pauper's birthday and such. I mean, it seems like it is right around 17 years old today. So, but yeah. Hey, AZN2K2, thanks for the support. But also, do you happen to know, I can't believe he hasn't been, who's the really buff dude that's in the Playmat commercial, guys? I can't believe he hasn't been, he was such a regular for so long, and he's from Oklahoma. Glitterfight, Shiraz, do you remember what I'm talking about? God, I feel so bad I'm forgetting his name. It shows how long it's been. Really buff dude. He's in our Playmat commercial. Mike Man. Yes. Thank you, Shirazman. Thank you so much. Apologies to Mike Man. He's from Oklahoma. Do you happen to know him? Yeah. And he dropped in a few months back for the first time in forever. And we were like, whoa, it's Mike Man. Yeah. Thank you for the knowledge, Shiraz. I appreciate it. Maybe I had a little vaccine on the brain, right? That one little spot of the synapse that would have been able to say Mike Man. And I know, how could I forget? God, the guy was he was like the propaganda bouncer. It's like, dude would have thrown down Mike Man the Barbarian. Well said. Anyway, so we're sitting on a counterspell, and we got the Frantic Inventory backstory. Pretty cool. I don't hope to see him around. Yeah. One of the old originals. I think Shiraz was the original. It was like Little Fight and me just trying this weird Twitch experiment. And I think Shiraz, wasn't that it? Little Fight? We'll have to watch one of the oldest shows. Look back in the old files. And you're like, who's this guy? What's he doing hanging out with us? We'll get mana right or draw some cards. I'm going to draw some cards. Boop. I've got our mana right already. So let's do that. I can always respond later. And we'll go from here. Yeah, I'll do that. Our mana's still okay. We'll match his Ponder with our Preordain. Favorite of the 2, that's for sure. Is that worth a Scred? I think I'm just going to counterspell that. I don't want to get ferried out. I'd consider Scred, but it looks like they're going to be drawing a Gurmag Angler here. So let's do... oh, that's pretty cool. Top. Yeah, I like that. Sweet. And we play land? All right. Had I another lightning bolt, another scred, whatever, and enough fairies to warrant the cannonade play here. So came in when you were testing the camera. I knew your game propaganda already from somewhere. Oh, nice. All right, they got Counterspell. There's no Delver of Secrets here. They're a wide open book. Here we go. Nothing to do on our outs. So we go from here. Well, it's probably better to drop puzzle here. Yeah, I kind of want puzzle to go off. Let me, yeah, let me just play puzzle. Well, that's going to put our, hold the phone. Hold on. We've got a pretty stuffed hand here. Well, let me drop this, do this, go get a mountain, and we'll play this. That way we can at least respond to a ninja. Alrighty, and now I don't care because our lands are pretty fat. They're out of things, and I take away the tempo bait, and we've already got another scred in hand. So, yeah, well, we did the little TV show episodes, the first 1 and 2 punch there, but those were lost on everybody. So that's when we did a little striation over to the streaming side of such. So yeah. Oh, we had episode 1 and 2. They're on YouTube. They're pretty aloof and out there. I was trying to go for a full-on like TV show at the time. Pretty cool. I liked it. Pieces of the puzzle. I think we're going to wait a little bit more on that. Let's just drop the fjord. That was my favorite part. That was, it really taught Little Fight the ins and outs of shooting shows. It is not easy work, folks. Not at all. Now, do we use Scred for that or the other? We've already got one fairy down. I'm going to counter this one too. I'm just really into the anti-ninja camp here. Just keeping them honest, sticking them at 3 lands. I think they're leaning on the ninja there, so it's more of a tempo play to get them out of that. So, yeah. Okay. Down comes Augur. Counterspell backup. Yeah, I think when you look at it as literally 2 people making a TV show, it was pretty impressive, but boy, was that a lot of work. But yeah, it had to do, our initial premise was, it was me and Little Fight aboard a imaginary ship called the SS Metagame. And yeah, we were just adventuring the universe and staying away from Worm, which was Wizards United Rarity Management. And they hated us on the SS Metagame because we were bringing like justice to the masses of the multiverse, because we were showing Pauper, and then we would run the commercials as like this satellite interference to get away from them in our spaceship. So that's what it really was about. Alrighty, well, we've got some backup plans here. So let's do the pieces of the puzzle and see if we can find any. We've got Scred and Dispel backup here. Not that the fairies are really going to count too much here. What do we got here? Cop. We'll dispel that. Is this the matching art? It is, so we'll cross it off. Down comes pieces. We've got the Serpentine Curve. I like that, and I like the other dispel. So we'll grab those. And I think I'm just going to play this. Let's just play it. Cycling it kind of nerfs our hand a little bit there. You can go find it on YouTube for a much chunkier version of both Little Fight and me. I think I was probably 30, maybe 35 pounds heavier, and Little Fight was maybe 10. I don't know. Don't want to speak for the man. We both slimmed up in our elder years as we got wiser. I did remember that. C'est tissue. But yeah, I should have prefaced the show like there was a way to do that, really. We didn't really have a reach back then. You live and learn. But I'm actually, there's part of me that's very happy that that didn't take off because, good Lord, was that a lot of work. I remember, I think that first episode was something like over 120 hours of editing and all kinds of other little things. So I had to make every single graphic, every little key, every single shot. It was pretty intense. Well, we've got the Dispel. Did we reveal the Dispel? We did, yeah. We've got the curve online there, so we'll kill that. Rock like this. Drop the land. Let's go get some more goods. We'll do another pieces of the puzzle. Oops. Would help if I paid for it correctly. Pieces of the puzzle. Asking for a hard counter. We dismissed that. Fling's pretty cool. I'll grab Fling. Lightning Bolt would be nice. I don't want to use that. Yeah, let me grab a Ponder here. Let's rock like this. No time like the present. Alrighty. If we played a land this turn. Governor. Game log. I have played a mountain. Alrighty. We've got another curve and another inventory. I kind of like the way this is panning out here. I'll just keep everything the way it is. Let's see. Nope. I've got a nice end of turn play with Dispel back up. I'm feeling all right. Oh, I know. We kind of had delusions of grandeur, like, it's going to be a thing. A few people really got it and liked it. I like how we ended episode 2. We were just kind of going to this mysterious planet. All right. Here comes the boom. Do we just have the win here if we cannonade and they counter? Or we could fling and they counter. Let me try that. We'll just cannonade here, EOT. Or do I do this? That'll get us more cards. This grid might go online. We could go 1, 2, 3. I want to have enough for that to go down. No, I want to do this. I'll cannonade here, ask for a hard counter. Do it on their turn. Oh, what do I think about it? Tiago Almeida. I haven't really studied it too much. It has kind of it's a very similar universe. I don't think outside of the discard and such, it doesn't have that good of a game against Tron compared to this with the Fling mechanics. I think Fling might put it over the top, but it does have the added benefit of being based in black. And we don't. Oh, we do have a swamp. Got to be careful. They might have snuff out. Most of the lists run about 3, sometimes 4. We do have Dispel backup, but bad news is we do not have a Counterspell. So they draw their card. Yeah, there's good and bad of it. The biggest problem with a deck like this is every other board out there has just uber cards against red and blue. I mean, I've been saying that for months now, so it's one of the main reasons not to play is it, but I like it. Good times. Another land. I didn't see that coming. Dang it. What do we got? Okay. Counterspell. Serpentine Curve. I know we're going to draw a land, but that comes into play tapped. So if I play the curve and the serpent, I can't do everything else. Ugh. Let me kill. We'll kill this. We'll play the serpent. Double check my sideboard. We don't have any of our toys to bring it out more efficiently. And I think we fling it now. They've got a counterspell otherwise. And that, I'm just going to fling it now, guys. I'll say you, and I'll say this. Any other deck, I'd probably wait for a blocker or them to waste removal, but not in a deck that has that many counters. So now, rolls reversed. I might have been able to frantic inventory, dispel. We might have had enough there to... I still think we would have had him to 1, but now we've got lightning bolts. We've got 3 more in the deck. We've got another fling. I like having access to 2. Don't really mind this because it ties up their mana. We have dispel backup. Feeling okay. Still haven't seen an angler show up. Is the other augur going to grace us with their presence? We shall see. Oh, made a really cool thing too. My wife shared this video of this guy that was using frequencies in a table of salt, and so I made it into a white mana creation because it looks like it makes a symbol of white mana. That'll be our second break. So we got quite a few new things to show off for everyone today. Let's inventory now. Fill up our hand. Maybe. Pieces of the puzzle. If it didn't show the cards, whoo-wee, that'd be pretty sweet. Well, there's already 2 fairies down. I'm going to take a chance here and try to get this out so we can draw our cards. And we draw 2. Very cool. We've got the rest of the combo there. Yeah. We'll play this. And we didn't see a Spell Stutter sprite then. So I think we kill it now. Because we've got the other fling. We'll play the... And we've got 1, 2, 3 counterspells in our opponent's yard. Fling costs 2. There's no fairies out, so that'll cost another hard counter. What do we have here? Oh, hard-casted thorn. Interesting. I like this little glimmer in the distance of the fjord. It's like some sort of alien presence in the sky. A little eclipse or something happening. Coffee always making my nose drip. Sorry about that. Ha! Yeah, there's probably quite a few ways to make things unblockable. I'd probably lean a little bit more heavy on Artful Dodge if I was running the other one, but who's to say what's right? Hard to beat a placement in the challenge. Those aren't easy things to do. Let's see if we can buy a counter here or not. Let's not do that. Let's just cast this now and see if we can just win. Cool. This time I will wait for removal. I'll do it at the beginning of their turn. They got the kill spell. A little bit of overkill. Yeah. Very cool. Little glass fractal token, right? Alrighty. So we go like this, and we fling like this, and we say sacrifice. As we hit for the year of Pauper has been out. 17! I think he'll be at negative 17. Suppose you could give it shadow. That be true. Alright. Let's see. This is Demir. I'll put fairy as we put a W there, and we go the other way. So they didn't see our goblin wizardry, so probably getting rid of any sort of suffocating fumes technology. That's good. Shenanigans not needed. Cannonade's interesting. Probably bring in all 3 pyroblasts. Maybe not lean on lightning bolts so much. And maybe take out one curve. Giga Drowse would be pretty nice too. Alrighty, we're talking about the EB version. Yeah, Giga Drowse is pretty hard to. Let's try one of those. Just don't want to overboard here. I'm going to take out a ponder. Do I just lose the bolts? It's such a flexible card. Cannonade's good. 2 cards. What am I doing here? I'm going to lose 1 curve. Maybe another ponder. Let me lose the maximize here. Well, nice surprise value, right? I'll lose the maximize. Hey, what's going on with our deck? Hold the phone. Oh, I have a 61 card deck. Apologies. I didn't know I did that. Oh, that makes things a little easier. We'll do that. Boop. Oversight there. I've made them before. I didn't mean to this time. I remember looking over the list going, yeah. I was thinking just this morning, I'm like, how did I fit that in? So it was like, it's been a busy few days. I like to build 60. Yeah, there's some validity to it. Sometimes you can get a deck that just the purist in me loves 60, but there's some times when, let's say 18 feels perfect, 19's flooded, 17's screwed obviously, and then sometimes you add that one extra card and you just get, it seems like it's probably a Pavlovian response, but it seems like you get just these god hands like more often than not, and you trim it down with that one card and then you get screwed every time and whatnot. So 41 card special in paper draft, nice. So yeah, I meant to do it, damn it. I was telling on myself. I got no poker face left. Opponent sure took their time there. We still have multiple threats. Let's see if we can keep these W's a-coming. But yeah, coming up next will be Prismari Campus. My kind of campus. Nice and cloudy. I think we'll keep this. A little clunky on the mana, but we're feeling it. The rest can hurt this deck quite a bit. Booyah. Bring out the campus. I even experimented with 4 of these about, I don't know, 7 days ago or something, and I was like, yeah, a little heavy-handed. Put them instead of wilds and a few other things, but I was noticing I was only using the ability once in a great while. But in games like this, it does really shine. You're at like 7 or 8 lands, and it's in that stalling. You both know each other has a counterspell, that sort of thing. Just end of turn, just keep slowly improving your hand. Little bits, good times. Thanks for joining me, everybody, here on Propaganda. Appreciate y'all. It's good to see you. We'll cycle this, go get an island, preordain, and go from there. If you do like 60 card lists, I'd probably cut a ponder and leave it be. We do draw enough cards, and it's kind of warranted to be able to do that. All right, we've got the curve. We've already got one in hand, so I'm going to say bottom on that. We'll say top on this, so we definitely don't miss our next land drop, and we might just draw yet another as we pass the turn and hope for the best. Alrighty. Yeah, my son came up really cool name for the all the wearing of masks, because he was like, why do we still have to wear this if we're double vaccinated? He said something like he's all, what did he say? Damn neck diapers. I just thought that was like so telling how frustrating this is just for humanity, you know, and going along with everything. All right, fjords are getting a little clunky here. We'll keep our flexibility up as we preordain and look into our future. We like both of these. If we might get duressed here. So I'll throw this on the bottom and this on the top. Got no real worries about getting run over by an augur. I mean, if it turns into a ninja, that's another thing, but we will cross that bridge as we get to it. As I try to look wise by going like this. I'm noticing in a lot of our old kung fu flicks, that's always the thing the master does. He's like, All right, damn ninja. Speaking of pests, my goodness, there is a... Oh, man, I had it written down the other day. It's a magpie. It's a West Coast something magpie or... Oh, my God, this thing... They mimic noises. Thankfully, there's only one, but it found a home right inside of this bush, right outside of our living room window, and it just... I think I mentioned it last week. Ugh, God, it's just the bane of my existence. I'm thinking of buying a rubber snake and just putting it near the bottom of the tree and the old owl statue. I don't know. I'm those of the avian persuasion out there, I'm very curious what to do here indeed. Heart counter, no counter, fling. I don't want a piece of the puzzle here because we can really fatten up our hand in a bad way. We'll drop the fjord. We'll play this. He wants to get a scarecrow. Well, I run out there and swing my arms like a madman. I'll say, yeah, we'll say top. Say nope. And I think I want to do this turn. If he's got a counter, I can get rid of it. Oh, no, I can't. What am I talking about? If he's got a fairy, I'm screwed. I thought I was going to draw them both. I need more coffee. Well, that ends up working out. Get out of here. Pest. Let me open this up. Echoing Truth shows up. That's pretty good against us. Yeah, Thieving Magpie. I like that card. I used to draft that all the time in like, what, 7th or 5th edition? I forget what that was. Somebody's showing my age. Oh, this is when I'd want Ginger Brute, damn it. Steal that Monarch right back. Looks like we're going to be going to game 3 if I don't start drawing a little bit better. Here we are. We'll kill that pest. Let's do the rest. Pieces of the puzzle. Sorcery. Don't really have much of a choice here. Hey, cool. I like that. We'll grab both of these. And we're going to have options there. It'd be nice if we got a lightning bolt or scred. We might have to target one of our own tokens because of this, but it might take his eyes off the prize for this. So it'd be kind of a game of chicken as we move on. I'm just going to do this now. Set up our hands. Let's go get some counter magic maybe, or some more draw. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's just keep this in hand. We'll say top. They are playing creatures after all. Fun little list. A lot of fun. Don't be alarmed, Little Fight. Saturdays are my caffeine allowance day, so when I splurge a little bit. But I have been keeping it to 2 cups Monday through Friday and Sundays. Let's see what he's going to show us now. We might have to use one of those screds. I want to keep both of them on one of our own wizard tokens. So we might Echoing Truth them both. All right, looks like they just hit lands. That's good news for us. There's one of them. And here we go. Just going to lead off with wizardry and hope for the best. Hup. Bad news is we've yet to see a Spellstutter Sprite. It'd be funny if they have to counter our own spell to kill one of our guys. Which I will try to do right now. Probably not the best play, but hey, we'll see what's up. We got another one in hand. Hiya! I have no idea. I don't think it would see play if it was. Talking about Thieving Magpie being downshifted. There's a lot that's true for. I often bring that up with, oh man, darn it. I often bring that up with Flame Tongue Kavu. Speaking of Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. Honestly, I mean, I guess in this deck, maybe a switcheroo sideboard. I'm sure it would see some play in sideboards, but it's not like it would break the format. Here comes a ninja. Please no. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Our fling would hit 4. Not enough. That monarch is pretty hard to beat. Let's get a blocker out. We've got an extra curve here. Asking for a hard counter. Bluffing like we've got Dispel. We do not. There's the hard counter. We're kind of stuck behind that because of the sprite in hand and the one in on the board. As he keeps drawing more and more cards. Do we have any frantic inventories in the yard? We do not. This one's not going to go our way, I don't think. I've yet to see a Gurmag Angler. So I'm going to be a little wanton with my Skred here. Let's see that other sprite show up. I'd rather it now than later. I want to cast that inventory. Uh-oh, darn it. They saw it coming too. Not the card. Son plays that against me in Commander all the time. Saw it coming. Thankfully, he built a new white aggro deck, and I don't have to go up against that blue Commander of his. Good lordy, that deck's hard to beat. I think I'm like 1 in 17 against him, and he wonders why I don't want to play Commander sometimes. Foretell. Behold. Oh, speaking of foretell, you called it, Cooper the Red. Here we go. There will be no mystery in the foretelling of this mystery. What? I think they should add more classic cards. It'd be funny if Nevinyrral's disc got downgraded. Well, our mana's right. We're after the good times here. Let's just try. We're not really that hurting for land, are we? They just keep drawing more cards. I'll try it. Alrighty. There's a little bit of hope. Maybe they tap out. There's nothing this does. Except, you know what? If we draw counter magic next turn. No, I'm going to need to play that. Maximize velocity. Dang it. Like we can maybe... I'm assuming that they won't have counter magic or a snuff out or all these other things. We have to kind of draw counter magic. I think we have to hold on to this. If we play to our outs, I don't think there are many, but maybe they have a bunch of lands in one sprite. I don't know. We got to keep that Ash Barrens in hand, though. Or turn it into something else. That's probably the better call. I'll cycle it, go get a mountain, and then we can pitch that to the velocity. Much more likely to... less likely to draw lands. Keep your eye on the clock. Might be okay to concede. Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you for that. Chatting too much. Yeah, you're right, Pauper Tim. That Bird of Paradise would be a pretty funny one, too. All right. We'll give this till my next turn, and then we'll probably concede because of the clock. And thank you for noting that, Nim Chimpskey. Appreciate it. Too many options with decks like this. So we got 8. Behold is gone. Relic really does nothing. That'll hurt our velocity angle, but let's see what they discard. A bunch of lands, or is it good stuff? I could shove in a monarch creature here. We just don't really have that much. Oh boy, that cast down's kind of scary, right? We still technically have some time here. 2, 3. Oh, piece of the puzzle. Get out of fairy range at least. Cool. All right, counterspell, counterspell. That feels pretty good. Let's bring that in. We'll play the land this time. And we've probably got one more turn here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, but they're at 20. This will be 16. Oh, to have 2 more land, then I could fling and to have a mind twist, right? Can't we have it all? Damn it. Oh, I've tried Pauper Tim many a time. And you can get those hands where you get them on that first turn or whatnot, but games 2 and 3 always don't go according to plan. That's for sure. Eight cards. We're looking at counter spells and lots of removal. I really doubt we're going to get through with this. We know there's another sprite in hand, so it can counter both parts of our combo just because. If we had like 3 more lands, this might be a fight. As it sits now, no. 4. We got to kill something. He could respond with sprite. I do have a red ramp deck that spins into Crusher with the old school storm mechanic. Just can't quite get that thing to roll straight. Alrighty, now or never, I guess. We'll just go for it here, people. I doubt it's going to work. They got the counter. We've already shown them 2 counters, so I doubt we get this through here. Okay, and maybe they don't know this trick, right? But even if they do, I guess we could block the ninja and save the fling, because we know they've got the sprite in hand. And that kind of blows, right? Come at them for 16. I'm just going to wait around. It's not going to work. We know they have the sprite. They're going to have to really do a colossal scroll. But it'll showcase a neat aspect of this where they have to use yet another spell here. We'll be able to fling this here and sacrifice this. And he might let it go thinking like, oh, it's 0. But it isn't. It's still 16. And that will kill him because of the snuff out there. So, all right, we'll go to game 3. Here we go. Interesting scenario if he didn't have the counter there. I mean, we knew he had the sprite, but that would have been funny if snuff out ends up putting him at a perfect 16 to kill him. But it's neat because there we have it again. They thought, Relic did a thing, and it doesn't. All right. I really missed having Cannonade there. I'm going to get rid of a Lightning Bolt and a Velocity. Dodge. All right, is it time for the superstitious shuffle? I think it is. Anybody got problems with this list? Finally catching the show for the first time in forever. How's everything going? Hey, groovy hut lords in the house. Everybody give them some love. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Yeah, we're playing a pretty cool little serpent deck I like to call Serpentor. 61 card shenanigans and such. I don't think we need shenanigans here. Purple dodge, Gigajows. But we're running up against the clock, so. But we do have a new commercial to showcase today. The second iteration, extended cut, however you want to call it, of Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. Changes colors while you chew. Discard your old brand for something new. One of the few times I didn't go with alliteration. I went with a rhyme. Yes, I do it all the time. Oh, last time they took 2 minutes here as well. We got Pyro Blast, we got Lightning Bolt. Seems to feel almost like a tribe deck. 61 is right. Oh, that's right. That's me. That's screwing up, isn't it? Let's see. Let's bring in the other curve. It's a counterspell deck. I'll throw all our options at him. It's us that's taking so long. I'm so used to that. Thank you for that. And Clan 61 is the new 60. Oftentimes. If you're Mickey Ruru, it's like, what is it? 96 is the new 60. Dude, always made that work. All right, we got 6 minutes. Let's do this. Woo! We like this. Cape. Early and often. Gigadrowse in the hand. Counterspell. Draw with the inventory. Feeling pretty good. Could be a lot worse. I can pull this one off. I don't care how the rest of the day goes. Up against the clock, and opponent's got all kinds of removal and snuff out, dispel, counter. We're kind of playing a glass cannon here. That's I'm fond of doing. We got an early creature. Ready. And you know what? I'm just going to crack the inventory right now. I don't want to wait around for a counter. Here we go. Heal right through this. Cool. And let's do this. Keep the board nice and clear. Tempted to Gigadrowse there, but all right. I'll play that. Just for speed's sakes, I'm going to do this here, and then I'm going to refill our hand. Keep. All right. Just trying to keep him off that ninja lock. What do we see here? Dispel. Well, we've got another one out. Do they have the goods? We don't really have the time to find out, do we? Let's thin out our herd. We'll do this. Oh, guess I'll grab one of these since we have so many of the others. I'll just shove one of these dudes out now because it will get through. It'll cost a little bit of tempo, and the advantage of at least gives us a blocker. And since we have another one in hand with the spell and Gigadrowse backup, be a little bit of a red herring here. Make him use good removal on it. Does require a edict or a no tiny little spell will get rid of it already. Who's burning a card today? Yeah, that's right. My lungs are ready. The camera might not be, but sure made for a good show. Oh, 5 minutes left. B man is screwed. B oops. Ponder has a preordained has a strange way of making that not happen. Foretelling a card. All right. As we rock in here, let's try this out. Counterspell, please. Oh, who redeemed the burned white? Oh, Counterspell. Shirazaman with it. All right. There you go, my friend. Man, 2 shows in a row. Good choice, too. So we smash 4, 5. And so early in the game here. Do we just Gigadrowse on upkeep? I think we just kind of go for the throat here. I'm just going to play aggro here. Let's go. We'll say this. We'll say 2 more. Use it or lose it. Save the white bordered cards, says Pauper Tim. Okay. I'll say this one. And then I'll I'll say this one. And I'll say this one. Dun, 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 as we get ready to burn. Woo! Shirazman with the counterspell. Ah! That be true. 9 minutes to 4. I don't like our chances. If you burn them up, like I have that. You know, I made millions of cards are probably just lost in floods or other things every single day. Yeah. Now we really need our some help, right? Why couldn't I have drawn the thing? I've just got to pretend that we've got counter magic here, guys. Here we go. 2 swings and we're good, right? We can all pretend to believe. I know we cited out our, yep, he's got us. On the back rope, folks. 4 minutes left. I got to kind of lean a little aggro here. Can't play patty cake, mother may I. Oop. This is pretty cool. We'll drop this and we'll at least look for the next few cards. See what we can see. Maybe we got him on the back ropes. 15 life. Doubt it. The impatient is-it mage. That should be my card frame here. Think about global warming. Ah, yeah. See, the fumes that I emit by the rage that white-bordered cards causes global warming. So thank you for thinking of me there, Nim Chimpskey. I don't want no out of control monarch stuff going on. Come on, let's go. Woo! How fitting that Shirazman and Little Fighter are the first 2. And boy, I will burn Counterspell with glee. Probably the most pricey one up there with that. What do you call it? Pestilence. And that's how it's done, folks. None of this lagging little fight wonderment like last week. Took him 5 minutes to decide on nausea. Shirazman's just like, this is it. I am sure of it. All right, let's scry right now. Why not? I'm an impatient master. Hey, that's pretty cool. We'll say top. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure we cited out the velocity card, but who knows? Let the scrying commence. Dun dun. I'll get the card ready as we wait. What is our opponent up to? Bum, 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 bum. There's the offensive card. Up next on the ropes. We'll wait. We will wait. We have 3 whole minutes. It's a ton of time, folks. Ooh, we can scry. What can you do? How dare you to be my discriminating nature? You just redeem. This is the card. That's how it's done. We will choose to allow this preordain. I will decree it so. Yes. Got one of the older Pictionaries coming up too. That should be fun. As we look into the future. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Do we like this card? It's pretty cool. Sure. We'll say top. Yeah. Especially at this rate. Let's rock here. See what we can see. All right. We can still turn that in. I don't want to denote that we have an Ash Barrens there. We still got 3 minutes. It's bad, though, when they jump on a counter like that. It could be good if they're counter happy, but we know from our opponent they're not. It just means that their hands filled up and they have so many options, so might as well get some stuff on the board, right? Burn a white-bordered cigarette. That's how I would spell cigarette. Yeehaw. Let's cycle. I guess we'll grab an island. We're going to time our opponent out? Who knows? We'll scry. It's nice this little Prismari is doing some work and kind of matchup that you need it to, right? Bottom. That's what we were trying to do to get rid of the land flood there, but sometimes it still happens. Actually, I'm going to run with that white bordered thing because I have to use the restroom and get a refill and stuff. So, but after that, we'll show you the creation of white mana, the symbol. Run to the new Wild Mongrel commercial, and then we'll be back after these messages. Do we have frantic inventory? I wish that... Now, if you're going to play a white border, that might be a good one to roll with, right? Well, let's try it main here. Whoop. What you got, sucker? You got it? You got it. Here, we got a 4-turn. He knows we've got that. Might as well do that. Let's roll. Negate, ponder, dispel, snap, cast down, thorn. What's going on? Or you could play the one, what it count, next spell can't be countered. Is that what it does? Or it copies the spell? It's always good times. Well, this campus is doing some work. That's why I only like one of them. It's only in scenarios like this when you really want to see them in any apt numbers. I kind of like the little Gurmag bait and switch here. You kind of save Skred and... Oh, gosh. Right when I thought they weren't even running it, here they go. Well, I guess they're running it. Shows what I know. I kind of like that, but a little foolhardy to think it's going to get through. I guess we can try. Top. Maybe they let us keep on keeping on. Who knows? We'll at least draw it. We still have another turn. We'll play it. Oops, no we won't. What am I talking about? We will scry is what I meant to say. We'll just take a lot of damage. J-Sig 1980 in the house. Good to see you again. Yeah. I got all kinds of friends coming to watch us get thumped by a ninja and an angler. 120 left. Trying to be as patient as possible as the Prismari campus teaches in its doctrines. How cool would it be to get a fling and them not have anything? But this is game 3. They've got a whole lot of stuff and they're drawing a whole lot more. In fact, they're going to have to discard 2 things and it's probably all meat, right? Here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 as we look some more. We actually have one more turn. Bottom. Let's find some good stuff. I do like the one campus. I do like that. These kind of decks. I want to see lands here. If I see meat, it's going to be really intimidating. It's like, oh my God, snuff out and ninja. It's like, yeah, we've got you covered. Hey, we got one more turn here, folks. Why not? Woo! And we can still scry. Going right to the end with this one, baby. Yeah. All right. You know what? Just to save time, I'm going to scry right now. And then I can yield through the rest of the turn. Show me something good. That isn't good, but it's cut and dry, so I like it. We'll yield, and we'll try to save. So we have to go off this next turn. We'll yield through this turn, both for time and for life. I highly doubt it will work, but you never know. I think we took out our haste creature, so being unblockable is not going to be as good here. No surprise value. Looks like we're going to pull 1 and 1 before the break. But don't go anywhere. We've got 2 new things to show you out of maybe 3 things coming up. All right. Well, we know there's that coming up. Maybe they think we're trying to bait out. We know they got it, right? All right. Let's do that. Let's just see how big this thing would get, right? 2, 3, 4. Ha! Countered. I just want to see how big it would be. Unless it doesn't get countered. Well, I guess we can find out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That funny, because remember, it does give +1. So good game to our opponent. There we go. All right, so my wife shared this really cool thing with me, and I turned it into magic lore just because. And we'll burn the card when we get back to. Actually, it might make more sense to burn the card now. But I'm going to roll to a commercial here, or a few things really, but it has to do with kind of the origins of white mana. But before we do that, I think it will make the most sense to burn the card now, because then I can go get some air and stuff, and so we'll do that. So, Shirazaman has spent 10,000 pauper points, as now, oops, where did it go? Where did the counterspell go? Where did I put it? Nobody knows. Hold on a minute here. Did I set it back in the pile? What on earth? Did I drop it? It'll be a while. All right. Well, change of plans then. Let me go find it again. I think it's probably just under my chair. And we'll burn it when I get back, folks. That's weird. Oh, no. Never mind. Here it is. I'm all over the place. Apologies, everybody. All righty. Shahrazamon is back. I have learned my lesson. I now have tweezers. The fire alarm may go off. We have the card, and I believe this is the measuring place that I noticed. So, to all those that hate white borders like me, say adios, as Shahrazamon's choice is the white bordered counterspell. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to be trying to get over it here. Ooh. Let's get the plate underneath as it goes up in flames, folks. Popping, brimming with nastiness. Wow, this one's really going up, folks. Woo! There we go. It's over. As we roll to white border mana. See you in a bit.
Who doesn't love bubblegum? From the pops to the flavor, everyone just loves this weird and wiggling substance. At our famous Quandrix College, Simic engineers have created the next evolution in gum. Regular bubblegums have only one color, but not ours. Grimly harvested from the prismatic trees of Yavimaya, our wild mongrel bubblegum can do something no others can. Change color! Discard your old brand for something new and watch it change colors while you chew. Wild Mongrel Bubblegum. Certified Prismatic. Available at these fine stores.
Hey everybody, we're back just in time for the next one. Ooh, hope you like that white mana thing. I found that fascinating, so I put it with a Nikola Tesla quote and ran for the races. But man, oh man, this counterspell got destroyed. We will say yes, we want to play first as we go along here, and yuck, it's one of those hands you do not keep. that shall not be named. Okay, well, we've got good times here. We've got their campus online. We've got some... I guess we'll keep this. Probably throw out the Barons. Yeah, so what'd you guys think of Wild Mongrel 2? Had a lot of fun putting that one together. First one was all vintage. Oh, you bet. Now that it's done smoking, I'll do that. This thing is a goner. I gotta bust off the ashes here. Check it out. The best kind of counterspell. One that got burned, baby. Damn. Woo! All right. I like to keep a little bit of the semblance of the card here. Keep. Put this back. Done. Off we go. I did put a card. Done. Let's go. Quit razzing me, boy. Let's up. Come on, campus. I asked for fast players. We're not getting it yet. There we go. You prefer the old one, Nim Chimpskey? That's why we got them both. Got to have options on this end. What is this? Affinity? Ooh, look at that star. Haven't seen that yet. It's a battle of Skred. Skred till you're dead. I'll ponder now. Only got the Skred online for one. That is one beautiful looking card. Serpentine Curve. I don't like any of this. We're going to throw these all back and shuffle. Yeah, we want to shuffle. All right, Counterspell will be nice, especially with this curve. Look at this. That is gorgeous. This item is not from now. It reflects the sky no longer ours and gleams with hope that does not exist. That's grim. I like it. I have not seen that one yet. Very nice. Yeah, it was like a pyroblast. Oh, I'll probably save that Skred for something else. Yes, I've got enough stuff here. We just really want to draw into a lot of puzzles at the moment here. We'll try to keep a Tog off the table. Don't really have to worry about too much if we hit another land here. We'll take two here. I don't want to use a Skred, our only real removal spell here on a Frogmite. We still have 9 turns if this keeps up. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, man, stinky in here. Congrats, Shiraz. That was pretty cool. All right. Black mana showing up. What do we got here? The old school disciple of the vault. Well, I can just kill that. So maybe he's got an Atog right behind it. I'm not sure. I think we'll just kill that here. Still hold the counter spell. I really respect Affinity when it builds around Disciple. I always thought that was a pretty nasty thing there. Let's fill up our yard a little bit more. I'll say bottom. I'll say top. Play this. Let's get him out of pain range here. We'll sit back on Counter Magic. We've got a 4/4 dude as it sits now. Probably not enough. Get out of Galvanic Blast range. We might be able to really, Serpentine Curve might be able to hold the fort down. I'm tempted there. They only have red mana as it sits now. Nix that. Here comes another vault. Another vault of a different persuasion. Alrighty. Get that Serpent off of higher than 8/8 might be kind of interesting. They'll have to have a double Galvanic Blast to deal with it, unless they've got some new tricks that I'm not too familiar with here. They're so invested in this, I'm actually going to counter this. Let's get rid of that element. I don't want to get whittled down. I'm not sure if there's an Enforcer in our future here, or if this is just one of those Gigantor decks. Well, we have an answer. I think we'll wait a few more turns. Really want to get some of our inventory cards online or a puzzle going here. Got to be careful with that campus. It is not a snowland, so we can only Skred for 3 here. Had I known we were going to draw that, I would have used it on the you-know-who. Man, that stink just hangs. What's frustrating is I cut the promo for which card shall burn, and I used Little Fight's old-looking one there, but it's not even relevant now. You know what? I'm going to go for it here. I'm feeling a little reckless. We've got 3 Disciples down. And let's see what we get. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think we'll go for it. Let's see what we can get. All right. Boop. He puts a creature out, we can block it. It's got double galvanic. Good times. This is a 3 clock. Don't like seeing that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. There's a real fling there, isn't there? But sitting back, we couldn't have done anything there either, so. Okay. They running cast down with a disciple package, they might be. Or they just have the fling now. That would really suck. I think they have the fling now. 2, 4, 6, 8. That'll get us. Yep, that'll kill us. Sometimes they just got it. Be interesting to make a fractal a tog deck, right? Just make it a. Is it colors and such? Maybe you don't need to. Of course, the fractal wouldn't really do much with all those artifacts running around. Nix that plan. Never mind. That sucks. Thinking out loud a little too much. This is going to be a race to see who gets fling first, and they did this time. Man, I would love to have that be a dispel, but we'll put a L. Get flunged. That's good artwork, as long as it's not that ugly goblin one. The Battle of Flings. And I'm sure they've got PauperRBust too. Whoop. But yeah, I was thinking, you know, when you look at stuff that's certified organic, I thought it'd be pretty funny to say certified prismatic. Womp, womp, womp. All right, Shenanigans comes in. Hydroblast comes in. There's so many creatures. I don't know if we're going to need maximize velocity here. I'll lose that. I'll lose the... this does pick up a lot of critters, but I'm going to get rid of it for now. Wizardry is a good blocker. I don't really want to see it as it sits now. I'm going to get rid of one more. Probably a lightning bolt. Could bring in Swirling Sandstorm for kind of a catch-all. I like that plan a little bit. Not a lot. What shall we do? Lose a lightning bolt, and we'll have one contingency plan to just smash the board. What do you guys think? What are we playing? Clapton Vlad Tepes. Just a serpent control list. A lot of fun with 2 flings. We've got a little bit of a prowess without the keyword and goblin wizardry. And a few decks. Got access to 3 of those, but mostly we lean on Serpentine Curve. So, cheers, Nim. And ready. Let's see. Dispel, dodge, ponder, preordain. Maybe we keep one in for a blocking option. Let me get rid of one ponder and bring in one wizardry here. I know these clash, but I'm playing when you need to. Scred, lightning bolt. Let's go. Shenanigans might do some nice work here. Throwing lots of stuff in our yard, making our serpents nice and gigantic, and then other things. That's not a typo. We are playing a 61 card deck. If you're just joining us, you missed the burning of white bordered Counterspell. Dun dun dun. And it was a fire show indeed. Woo! Well, we've got some options here. I really wish one of these was a ponder or preordain, but we have enough lands that I think we're going to hit pieces of the puzzle, so we'll keep this. It was the show a little bit better? I know I don't have a dedicated camera for it, but you guys get a little bit of view of the shenanigans. Haha. Here we go. Indeed. All right. There we are. Sorry for the loud carbonation in the background. Hopefully the mic's not picking that up. That is loud. Hey, it sounds like a serpent. I planned all of this, see? Woo! Here we are. Come on. Land or... Okay. I just really want to land here. Mana's fine. Even in Ash Barrens will be alright. Really want to get that pieces of the puzzle online. find shenanigans, find something to start blowing some stuff up here. As we click quietly. We have to let that through. All right. Good times. And we're not too smashed on our hand that we can do this here. Well, Counterspell's nice and all, but we kind of have it in Dispel and Hydroblast and stuff, so I'm actually going to lean on finding our combo with Preordain and our own Fling. Hey, like them apples. Woo! It's pretty bad to tempt or to taunt a Affinity pilot when they're built on Fling. This is still kind of a new thing. Zing, zing. But our art is better. Well, I don't know about better. Kind of like this one. Sometimes the cannoneer must become the cannonball. Trebuchets. Ooh, those are a lot of fun to watch. Actually, that's more of a catapult. Never mind. Not loaded from the top. Okay. Our mana's right. I've got Dispel, Hydroblast. Let's get that wizardry online. I doubt they have mass removal. Probably going to have to pick it apart with their own Hydroblasts and such. Alrighty. Cool. I like this. I'm just going to lean off with our dudes here. Boop. No permanents we really got to worry about. Now everything we do is going to pay dividends, or it's going to cost them a few cards. Watch, they have Electrickery. It's like, what told you that we were playing Goblin Wizard? I don't know if I agree with this art. There goes one. There goes another. All right. Hey, it's better than our face, man. We used one card to get rid of 8 damage. I don't mind that. They don't look very smart. They don't look like wizards to me, especially the token. Ooh, that's a good quote. I like that. Did you make that up, or is that actually legit? Oh, yeah, that's from MTG Bot. Must be legit. Man, I've got to get a fan in here as the summer months roll on. Open a window. That counterspell is making me cough. Well, it's about to get spicy. Let's see what we're going to see here. Preordain. Oh, I like Hydroblast. I always like Hydroblast. We'll say bottom. We'll say top. I'll ponder here. Yeah, we got all kinds of goodies, don't we? I hit land drops forever. I would like to draw one now, and then... Nah, we'll just wilds here. Say no. Drop the wilds. And, I guess we'll go grab another mountain. We got some flexibility here. But we're not finding anything we need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a 6/6. Both galvanic blasts are gone. Makeshift munitions. I don't want that to come out. We'll blast that. I don't even want that to hit. Boop. Doyle Brunson. I met Doyle. Alrighty. Down it goes. My father played Doyle 2 or 3 times growing up. I don't make deluxeicoff. A serpent hiss. Doyle gave me $5 in quarters once. I think it was to make the irritating kid leave the table so he could concentrate. Most card rooms have a pretty good arcade, so I wasn't too unhappy with that. Do we drop the this is kind of a stalwart game here. Do you know what? I'm going to say bottom. I'm going to say top on this. I'd like to play the campus, and as we're playing this kind of stalemate game, rush to the bottom. Haven't met and grown you, but been in the same room. Helmuth, I've been on a film shoot with. What do we have here? What is this? Oh. All right. It's always so scary against Affinity. You just have to keep the counter spells up and might not even work. But this way our campus will at least let us look into the very near future. So we can hold up counter magic and EOT do some stuff. Definitely using red and keeping our blue open for dispel and counter magic. These lands are sweet and limited. Wonder what they would be good for in Pauper. This is Captain Vlad Tepes. Not just Dracula, mind you. That is the captain of vampires right there. Yeah, I like having access to 1. I feel pretty good at 1. 2, it seemed like it's one of those cards that just likes me. I always seem to draw it. It's 1 in 61 cards, too. What do we have here? Is he tripping another well? Trip the well. I believe. Do I blow up the munitions here, EOT? Or save that for, yeah, I gotta save that. 3, 4, we'll see what we're gonna find. Propaganda, is Helmut Helmuth as much as a knob as he seems, or is it all an act? Quite a bit of an act. And the little bit I remember, I mean, that was good 37 years ago. It was way before it was like popular on TV and everything like that. I don't know about this card. I'd kind of like to see the combo here. I know it draws us cards, but I'm going to say bottom. We don't have any in our yard. Do I blow up the munitions? I think we don't. I think we just wait. I mean, it's a smoke and fire thing. He's definitely got a little bit of that naturally, but all right. Boy, this is just waiting around to see who gets fling first, right? We still don't have it. I mean, it would add 1 to our graveyard count, but it's not like we've got him close to death here. Yeah, I worked on a few shows right when the poker craze was starting because I had quite a background in it. My boss picked up on that, and back when DVDs were being sold and it was just starting to get on ESPN and people were starting to just talk about it, that was good times. Well, you know what? If I let this hit and then I just scred it, we've got doubled the spell. I think I'm going to let this hit. We'll try this now. Spell might be one of those cards I want one more of. Okay, it begins. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to scred that, damn it. Let's undo the counterspell math, and we'll scred it instead. Scred it! I mean, we could just go like this with those spells. The stack would do the same thing. Who was that blonde dude about 3 years into the tour? He was really wild. Gus something. I was really impressed with him in poker. Alrighty. Is he going to go for broke here? What's going on here? Well, since it can survive, I guess we're going to counterspell the Hydroblast there. I mean the Pyroblast. I better be careful what I'm... That's the one I want. That's our opponent's. So I read all these poker terms and try to play Magic at the same time and cough on counterspell smoke. Hold on a minute here. Just want to move the air a little bit. There we are. Yeah, let's say no to that. And I guess we'll let that go now, right? I'm kind of that way too, Shiraz. I play every once in a while. I get little chunks of months where I'm really into it, but yuck. I want to do this now. Scry. I'll say top on that. I'll save this for our discard of you-know-who. Or if we don't like what we ponder next turn, I think that might be a better call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 12 if he goes all out. That sucks. So got another fling. All right, let's ponder here. Ponder here. Skred's pretty cool. Don't know that I like much else. Yeah, we could Skred and Sandstorm. That'd be pretty funny. Well, let's make sure. Let's do this. Say nope. We'll play here. Do this now. Go get the island. Want to do this here so that he loses a lot of oomph. Is it worth it? Might keep us alive a little bit longer. Atlantius in the house. Thank you. Yeah, Phil Ivey, and then Magic's own David something, right? I forget. Be on the Pro Tour around 2004 or 5. And then I think he won the whole shebang one year. All right, here we go. It's the Battle of Skred, folks. Always doing it on their turn so that they can't wiggle out a win. One more. That'll keep us alive quite a bit longer. Okay. Dave Williams, that's the one. Thank you, Shiraz. And boom. Be nice to have another Skred right behind that. Alrighty, well, the Atog lives, but we're not too worried about him going crazy. Laughlin, Nevada was one of the places my dad played the most. Not very known. Back then in the late 80s, that was a really hot hangout. And I do mean hot. Oh no. That place is obscenely hot. We were there in like March or something. It was like 121 outside the casinos. Miserable place. Bay 101. Nice. Another hot spot was way up in town you wouldn't expect, Redding, California. It was called the Casino Club. I don't even know if they're still around anymore. Oh man, we are drawn like a fool here. Extra lands aren't really going to do too much here. I'm going to pretend like we've got some good stuff here, which we don't. We're close to dead. I better trip that campus. That campus keeping us in a few games here that we normally probably would have scooped on, but what do we have here? Another disciple. This is getting scary. That's danger time. I love affinity with disciple. I'm old school that way. I just really think that belongs that way. Going to do the slow tap, suggesting we've got 5 more Skreds in our hand, which we all know we don't. But we can at least look at the next few cards as we scry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix it up. What do we got? Campus. I'll take that. I'll say top. Alrighty. At least that lets us see the future. Ponder. Ooh, where the hell are our serpents at? Lordy. I like all of this. Frantic inventory. We don't have any inventories in our hand. I know we would if I had kept it that way, but I want to get that Skred this turn. So I guess we'll do this, this, and this. Shuffle? No. Skred now to the Otog. Let's see him keep that alive. Mycelium bug. Nice to hear from you. There's the list from Nim Chimpskey. Thank you for that. As we wait for the campus to show us some more love here. We know it's coming, so it's kind of a silly thing to scry for. So we're going to draw into Counterspell next turn, regardless. Just wish I had more in the yard there. Okay, we've got one Otog down, two Otog down, one Fling down, two Blasts. Okay. I'm going to keep that Fjord in hand. I think we lost that thing to do that with, though, so never mind that. We'll let rock like this. Keep our options open. We'll Frantic Inventory and Scry, and hopefully we can do some things. Yeah, there's been a lot of these decks, Mycelium Bug. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. This is how I like it right now, today, and only playing it for a few days. But we beat a Golgari deck and we lost to a Dimir Fae, but it was a close one. But Monarch just ran away with it, so I don't think this really needs a Monarch mechanic, but maybe it does. And maybe I need a Fiery Cannonade here. We know we want to draw the Counterspell, so we'll Frantic Inventory first, and then we'll Scry for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep our options open. Suggesting we have answers. We'll say bottom on that. Open this up. Draw. There it is. I think we got enough, right? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. I say we wait. So we get picked apart. 1, 2, 3. We might not be able to. Play the snap. Yeah, those are 3 each. Those go down. Ooh, I don't know about that. It does nothing, but it's yet another creature. Ah. What do we got? I just don't want as much ammo out. This is like a lightning bolt for each artifact because of the makeshift munitions and these. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I mean, they kind of have it right now. They just go all out and they have enough mana for it. That's 1, 2, 3. Pieces of the puzzle. Don't like that now, do I? So we want to draw this. Well, Artful Dodge will do it too, kind of, right? Pieces of the puzzle, Artful Dodge. He might have counterspells for that. So let's bring up both Artful Dodge and Sandstorm, because this will put an end to the critters. All right, cool. And we've got in. So come over for 16. See, this is the problem though. I've got 10 minutes now to. Well, I guess it's not too big of a problem, right? Get too ahead of ourselves. They might have an answer here. We do have Dispel, and we do have Fling, but all right, cool. We pull 1 and 1. So we go to game 3. That's the idea, mycelium bug, but I'm under no illusions. I'm pretty sure they have the advantage there. They lean so heavily on the little critters. I think one cannonade might be better than the lightning bolt here. Maximize velocity. Sometimes. What do you guys think? We go with this. That swirling sandstorm sure was timely. Let's do a superstitious shuffle, even though it didn't help last time, did it? Go like this. Put this over here. And one Ash Baron's over shenanigans. There's never been beaten. Ha-ha! Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I bet Burn would be pretty good against this. I mean, outside of like a crazy counterspell heavy draw. And get there a little bit quicker, so it's by no means a metagame thrasher, but it is a very cool set with a new card, and who doesn't like that? Yeah. Sometimes I love hands like this. It's like, should I keep this? Makes it very easy. Mulligan. Keep. I believe we'll just lose the Ash Barons again here. We'll keep it. Let's lose it. Done. All right. Beautiful star showing up. Let's see who's going to get there first, folks. I'll just get our mana right here. Oh, I'm glad I left my slippers under the table. My feet are getting a little cold. I got the left-right thing going on. There we go. All right. Well, this will make things a little easier. Yeah. I've got too much respect for a Tog here. I'm going to blow it up. They are at 3 cards, so. Okay, what's this? Just drawing the card for value, I guess. Cool. You know what? I'm going to play the Fjord. I want to hit pieces of the puzzle here. Got to be careful, though. You really want to get to 4 mana before you do that, so depending on what I draw, I might change my plans. These pieces of the puzzle will pitch lands when you need them sometimes, and that can be a little frustrating. All right, well, we got 9 minutes. We should be able to get there in time. But to land, I puzzle. I puzzle. Puzzle. Let's go. All right, that makes it pretty easy. Counterspell, dispel. Yeehaw. Would have been nice to not choose shenanigans and then just turn it up and start nibbling at things, but it will be costing me 2 life. Yeah. That Mer Retriever's no joke. So close. So close. That's 369. Not sure if you drop Wizardry here or if I preordain and look for options. I think I'm going to preordain. Lightning Bolt, that's cool. I like both of these cards. What to do. Top. Yeah. Blow it up now. I kill the Disciple. I'm going to choose to try to nuke the Tog here. At least make him eat an artifact. We still got Counterspell behind this. Just wish we had Scred behind it. Do. What do we have here? Quap. I'll do that just to suggest we've got another Dispel for a fling here. Keep our life total nice and healthy and force him to start sacking things as opposed to the option. There's the munitions showing up just in time. Drop that wizardry next, probably. It's kind of top deck mode here. But we don't really have any way to gain life, so as I talk to myself. Oop, already seen one Galvanic Blast, which we've done a commercial for. The Breath Mint. There's no more soda. Dang it. So we take 2 and he shoots our dude. Someone will soon, mycelium bug. That's the nature. As new cards get spoiled and such, we'll be able to keep moving. Man, makeshift munitions. God, if something came out that said activated abilities cost 1 less, whoo-wee, that would be quite the Gatling gun. I might be able to fling the Atog to death here. As they don't have any mana. Yeah. Let's do that while we've got the option. Cancel. Do we attack first? Let me shoot here. All with you. Do I just fling that Goblin Wizard into the Disciple here? Sit back on a counterspell. Turn off their combinations. Got the advantage here. If we play pieces of the puzzle after this turn. 7 minutes down. That'd be confusing. Okay. Okay. Well, we could fling that. Counterspell back up. Block, shoot, hit. So many options. Ace X both. 5, 2. Let's try this. 2 more, 3 more. No, I'm not quite sure which one we go for here. Let's attack first. Because that goblin's going to be dead regardless. So, shall we turn off the food? Let's do this. Sacrifice creature. Kill that. And counter everything that moves. Getting very nervous here. 2, 4, 6, 7 showing up. What do we have? Oh, a little bit of a Galvanic Blast tail there. Very difficult choices. I'm like in that mood of like counter everything that moves at this stage. What I'm going to do. I don't think so, Nim Chimpskey. Piecing now, even if we don't top deck a land, we've got access to both colors and 5 cards. Or something like a Scred and such. I just sensed that they got a Galvanic Blast in hand. That Furnace tapped and then untapped, and he saw like the combination being there with the seat with the activation of the prism. So, all right, let's go. Do we have an inventory in the house? We do not. 2, 3. Puzzle. Shenanigans is good. Counterspell is good. Ay, 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 ay. That'll hit us. That'll hit us. Take away red, maybe? Oh, boy. Well, we don't really even need shenanigans other than just taking away fuel. We are going to take one if we do that. Oh, boy. I really want to get a... Damn it. We've got Skred. I'm going to grab a preordain and shenanigans. Preordain now. This would be kind of game if we don't hit something. Yikes. Bottom. That's quite telling to our opponent, isn't it? Oh boy. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it doesn't look good here. No, we couldn't have killed the Tog. They could have ramped it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Bonk. Yep. He just does this right and we're dead. Bummer. The Battle of Flings is won by a Tog. No big surprise there. Could argue too if I wasn't going to play shenanigans. Should have just let it go to my yard. Then I could have dredged it, but getting pretty desperate here. Here we go. He's probably worried about Hydroblast. Okay. Okay. He's going for it. Okay. Zapping pow. As we go down. Boom! Let's at least see where our serpents were hiding. That was very strange. 4 serpents and we never drew them when we were halfway through our deck. Usually tend to have a few too many. Let me see. Draw. Oh, thanks a lot, deck. Very next card. Wham! All right. Well, hey, guys, I'm going to go refresh. I'm going to show you one of the older Pictionaries, and we'll be back right after this. Right, we're back. Round 4. 1 and 2. Very close ones. But Monarch's a thing, and Fling tends to be a little bit better with a Tog, especially when our serpents are hiding from us. Let's see if we can get things rolling in the right direction here. We've got our combo. We've got protection. We'll keep this. Early draw. Clapton Valid Tempest. The Orange Sushi. Back in it. I was out. You missed another burning of the white bordered card. Shirazaman turned in 10,000 pauper points and got to burn a white bordered counterspell. But I will show you the aftermath. Hopefully I don't get ashes all over the keyboard. Darby the last remnants of counter spells. It will counter no more. Okay, what do we got here? Some white weenie sort of thing going on. If we can live long enough to do stuff, we'll be good to go. Zoop. Keep our options open here. Wow, boy, we've got all kinds of power. I'm going to keep the... let's see. I want to have a pieces of the puzzle, but we've got plenty of burn here. So I'll hold like that. If there's any tricks, we can always shoot it. Only got one. Oh, for the little... what do you call... Keep our life total nice and healthy here. That's folly. Let's do this. Old school lightning bolt. Keep our life total healthy as we try to find our combo pieces. Sometimes weenie hordes can get there a little too fast. Is this some bully variant? I mean, whatchamacallit? This is metal. I'll say white metal. Here we go. Frustrating. Let's go find some land. Ugh. You know, this is going to be a really good card. We just have so much burn. I really hate doing this, but I'm going to throw these both on the bottom. I don't want to miss my curve here. Ah, thanks a lot, deck. I've been kind of flooded all day now. This might be helpful to have some dudes to block, but they've got exalted and all these things. So I'm going to say bottom on this. We're just going to look for our combo. I'll say top. Drop this. I've got a lot of white cards running around, so I'm actually going to go get a mountain. All right, we can puzzle now. And maybe wait for a counterspell for the aforementioned either Oblivion Ring or Journey to Nowhere, which I'm assuming. I don't know what our opponent's playing here, but it could be that. Thank you for that. Yeah, and we got the new Wild Mongrel Bubblegum commercial. That's new too, so that's pretty cool. I think I'm just going to do some damage control here. We're not going to live too long with 7 coming at us, so... I believe we're just going to, before they can really react, we'll bolt. And then we'll just do this. Shoot. And then we'll inventory at the end of turn, bluffing that we have a counterspell. Sometimes these aggro decks lean so lean that they don't even use Journey. So just kind of try to run you over. Yeah, it sure would have, but I'd much rather that... I'm glad we're at our land count that we are here. Get them a little afraid, at least get our inventory online. I might have to play a serpent just to either free duress them and to see if they've got a journey, or to keep the attacks from hitting us. I mean, we're still in the teens, but still. Bit of a frustrating day. We've had some close losses. We beat Golgari, and then we lost a close one to Demir Fey, and then Affinity went down to the wire. Both games just like with a minute left, it seemed like. Okay. What do you guys say? Quick Serpent? I think we have another turn or so, especially with that draw. Let me rock the pieces of the puzzle before we make that choice. Hey, there's the Cannonade. That feels pretty good. And we'll grab a Bolt for good measure. We'll leave the Cannonade alone. We can respond at least. Draw 2 cards. Good times. Remember, it gives itself a +1/+2. Right now it's a 10/10. We can take 3. They're showing a prismatic strands mana. Could be a thing. I'm about 4 or 5 hours away from when I'm supposed to feel like crap from the second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. So hopefully I keep feeling as healthy as I am. I haven't been sick in years. It's not going to start today, damn it. Got it. That's right. Here we go. Inventory. Draw 2 cards. We got Counterspell backup. We just need a land here. Well, at this stage, I think I'm just going to main deck do this now, because if they have a counterspell, they can't flash it. I mean, prismatic, they can't flash it back. So we'll Cannonade right here. Try to keep our life total up. That's some interesting tech, isn't it? can't really counter that. Well, it's better on defense, I guess. Our cannonade's going to do a whole lot of nothing. But we're not taking damage here. Sure, I guess we'll just go ponder. Frantic inventory is so nice here. Oh my goodness, all this is nice. Oh, nope. I think we'll just save that for aforementioned later. 4 cards. What could they really have? They got the soldier booster. We'll be fine. Yeah. Let's try that. That was interesting. I've never had that played as a defensive maneuver. That was pretty nice move there. Rock Talk Arcade. Very nice. And what sort of new devilry is this? Don't want to put that serpent out without counterspell backup, at least. That's the way things are rolling now. I do think I want to scred here, because I want to tie up that blade mana. So I take 1 here. What does that cost? 2 to equip? 1. Okay. 1 less thing. There's a real target. Booyah. Thank goodness we're drawing another Scred. Scred and you're dead. There's another one. All right. Inventory. We know what 2 of these are going to be. Just do this now. Some sort of prismatic stuff in our future. We've got a bolt in response to the blade equipping. Hopefully we can hold off. Yeah, let's see. Our lizard's getting pretty damn big now. I mean our serpent. Apologies. Wish that had a better quote. It's not terrible. Math bites. Just sounds like a bad Def Leppard song. Yeah, hollow would be pretty nasty. One of my favorites, I tell you. Well, he might do more with this. Let's see where it goes. Taking enough damage here. Let's save some of it here. This is an artifact. I don't know if shenanigans would be that good against this list. I think that'd be a bit of overboarding if we brought that in. Especially with the curve as low as it is. Because you have access to hate doesn't mean you should play it all the time. What do we have here? Choose a battlefield. If you control no tap lands, put 2 counters on it. That's a big old 5/5. Well, journey be damned. We'll just hope for the best here. Maybe we can ponder into the win with... Is it going to equip it? Nope. Alrighty. That helps. Fling and that, eh? That would have been nice to have the other, but we still have double options. We'll put... I don't want to draw Fling for a bit. I don't want to draw Counterspell for a bit. I guess we want to draw Ponder. Boop, boop, boop. Nope. I'll do this to here. Play this. Cast this so our serpent's even bigger. I'll probably just say top, 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 right? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. First card click will be the last card drawn. Say nope. And now at least we've got a big old fat blocker. Maybe. It'll probably get journeyed. Well, they are hellbent, so we're not too worried here. How cool would it have been to have a fling mana access right there, right? And watch them top deck a prismatic and just throw us a loop. But this is usually where no condensation, condescending nature intended. This is usually where a lot of aggro pilots don't read the fractal token, and they bring in relic, and it slows them down, and it doesn't do really anything against us. So nice little play here. Boy, 5 damage out of nowhere. Pretty cool. Oh man, if we could get a karaoke version, says Little Fight of Love Bites, and write some word to Math Bites. Yeah, we'd really age ourselves. That's what we would do. I like me some Def Leppard. My wife went and got an old school turntable and started going to antique shops and getting old radio albums and stuff. Pretty cool. Very fun stuff. All right, it's a boring way to win, but we're going to win it that way. We'll say you, we'll say this, and we'll say take 20. Complete with bright blonde mullet wigs. I do have some of those in the closet. You know, Halloween, actually made of human hair too. So pretty close game actually. Like I said, this deck can feel like what's gonna beat this, and a lot does. There's so many critters. I think maximize velocity might be a little what's the word? Hopeful. So I'm going to get rid of maximize velocity. I know that's a theme. We've got artful dodge. I really like that. I'm going to get rid of dispel. There's not much going on with counter magic there. We'll bring in a sandstorm just for kind of a catch-all. And do I bring in another artful dodge? Might be kind of cool. Or another wizardry. Maybe start mowing down the ranks. All the shenanigans. Have a great one, Little Fight. Yeah, we're almost finishing up here. I think we got one more after this, so. Yeah, I think we'll bring in Artful Dodge. I'll just throw it at the bottom, and we'll have there's so many critters going around and stuff. We'll be able to just walk on through. That's the theory anyway. Yeah, I gotta snap my back. Yeah. Ugh, there we go. Ooh. But no, I'd be lying if I said I've been having a lot of success with this list. So I thought it would be doing a little bit better than like 50-50 as we're doing today. But, you know, I easily could be off a few cards here and there. Ooh, the Campus shows up with a Ponder. And with, I don't like the pieces. I play this deck enough. If your mana is screwed and you have double pieces, it's a bad call because it fills up your hand in a bad time when your hand is filled up from not being able to hit your curve. So we're going to mulligan this one. I like this one a lot less, but we do have Cannonade, and we've got early damage, and we've got double Ponder. I'll keep this, believe it or not. We'll throw this big dude back, say done. God, I hope we start drawing better. And I'm glad Shirazaman put in for that burning of the white border, because I was like, wait a minute, did I set that right? So it's only one a week, so I don't get smoked out? I guess I did. What the hell just happened? Did I click through? Oh my gosh. Apologies, viewers. That's my thumb just clicked yield, and boom. All of a sudden we miss our land drop. But who hasn't that happened to, right? Usually not when I'm playing solo, but when I'm being kept in chatterbox all the time. Whoop. Oof. Yeah. Not the day we want it to happen either. They get this huge jump start on us. The only good thing is the Exalted trigger is not really going to help out too much here, but we are on about a 3-turn clock here. Yeah, that was Punt City. Going down to 12. If we can really max out that Cannonade, we might be able to do something here. And of course the deck doesn't want us to get there. Bottom, top. We're going to have to use this probably on a Falcon. And God, do we need to hit that third land. My goodness. Can we pull it off, folks? They might just have that little trick and be able to finish us off here. I'll pull this here. Heal through the turn and hope we live. Take 4, down to 8. Not feeling great. What do we have here? Okay. Man, a hollow here. God, that'd be like 32 life. Land. Come on, land. Even though we don't deserve it. All right. Yep. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. I hate having to use a scred now because we've got the sweeper here, but we might not get there. And we would have wiped the board here on this turn had I not missed that land drop, so what a bummer. Yeah, that's right, Captain. You are correct, sir. We'll get rid of the heavy hitter and hope we live for the turn. Not sure why I didn't preordain there. I'm all a mess right now. My goodness. I'm doing everything wrong. He's tripping that. Let's see another critter. Nope. All right. I don't want him to top deck into that trick. So let's preordain here. We like that. We like all of that. Yeah. Top. I want to do this turn. Because we saw that 2-mana trick that he had that boosts everybody. So, yeah, we'd be at like 8 or 9 life here and have plenty of, not plenty of time, but enough. 1 card away from Swirling Sandstorm showing up, but we're probably 1 attack away from us being dead meat. This is exciting, but it's only because of my loss, dang it. I think I'm just going to power this dude out because it can live through a sandstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm going to try to stem the bleeding and encourage him to try to go wide, and then we can do this. So don't try this at don't try this at home, kids. Here we go. We can live through a sandstorm. Sand doesn't hurt glass, at least as long as it's as big as this one. Come on, extend. Go wide. Go wide. Ah! All right. Oh, yeah, +1. Come on, extend some more. Put on another creature. All right, that suggests that there's another journey there. Which also suggests 2 life away from that. We puzzle here. Just going to play this. We're going to puzzle. Goblin Wizardry and another curve. Alrighty. I guess I take them both. So we definitely hit our lands there. But I'm going to be forced to counter some artifact spells here. Good lordy, we're getting close to dead. This is almost auto counter mode here. They would need to have a hell of an artifact back. Top deck 1. We can't even get hit now. This is ridiculous. One more land. Either way, one more land. Come on. What do we have here? I don't want a flyer. I can't even afford to have that slip through, even though it's a weak little 1/1. I've got to counter it. So, of course, it doesn't have flying yet. That feels better. 2, 3, 4. We'll bring out our dudes here. We can respond with Scred. Depending on how he does it too, we might be able to block and then get a 2-for-1 here. That'll be an exciting win if he pulls a creature here. Oh boy. Here comes the pain. All right, well that card's no reason not to. Let's get this party started. Once he deals with both wizards, we can drop the Sandstorm, I guess. And next turn we can drop it with Counterspell backup, so that'll feel pretty good. This will be quite dramatic if we're able to win here. After that uber punt. Oh my gosh. I often don't do that with my little trick, because I usually keep my thumb off to the side, but I was just riding it, and I honestly didn't see this little white border that comes around your screen when it's your turn to move here. Here we go. Pretty cool avatar, though. All right, well, that's Metalcraft. But I got to kind of let that through, I think. If he has any trick of unblockability, I can't really do anything there. Anti-draw. I'm going to counter this. He might have a journey. I don't want any sort of Metalcraft sneaking through. I guess I got the Sandstorm. I want to just try to pick them apart here. And yeah, Metalcraft. That was the draw part that made me go, you know what? Second thoughts. Here we go. And if he's got journey, I want to know about it. Let's try to shut the door. We don't have all that much time to work with here. I'd rather hit him for 4 and make him go Hellbent. And then maybe our Sandstorm's relevant. Or the Cannonade. Wiping out our own dude. Who knows? Let's attack with these really goofy looking goblins. With an amazing sense of smell. I think we went over that last week. I've been on this receiving end of that so many times where you're just like, come on, there's one damage, damn it. Then they go and work red into their deck and add uh-oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem, but he has to block. But Journey is going to see to that. Damn it. And it's flying. Down goes our fractal token with the same counterspell. It's eaten 2 of them. Our opponent, in all seriousness, deserves to win this matchup. We have not been playing optimally this game. But we will attack, depending on what we see. Ooh, better lucky than good. Woo! You got a trick for that? No. A Cannonade and hit for half his life here, but I don't think I want to do that. Top deck! I need it today. So Orange Sushi, if you're still in the house. I don't know if you saw the new, what was it? Wild Mongrel Bubblegum Adieu, Part 2. However you say that. Let's get something going. Hey, cool. Whack! You know, the better play there, I think that was let's see, if I would have bolted to the head, he would be at 5, and then I could Cannonade here, which would go on the stack first, and that would be 6. So I missed yet another win there. Well, not a win. I missed a land drop, and then there's that. So, all right, well, let's attack. I can argue, do I Cannonade now and get him to 2? Do I Cannonade now? Get him to 2? That's reckless. Another Skyfisher, though. I might regret that choice. Here we go. Top decking like a fool, making up for the last game. Land. There's some draw. Don't like that. Okay. Just a ponder or something would be really nice. Hey, it's almost like my deck likes me. Let's do this. He does have Prismatic Math open. Hey, check that out. I'll say net to this to this. Say no. Draw here. Okay. I'll say bottom and top. There's no need to even do this. We'll just attack with 1. Right? In case he does have Prismatic. Oh, runner. Okay. Oh, all right. Cool. All right. Let's see what I got here. What was that? Oh no, somebody must have crashed. Alrighty, let's see if we're going to... Gosh, it's 11:30 already. I don't know whether to call or not. We'll have one more. Let's see. Just hopefully it's not like something slow like Tron and such. Yeah, we'll give you a 5-game showing. Yeah, if you're late to the show, Go on YouTube and rewind it. You missed the burning of a white bordered counterspell courtesy of our own Shahrazamon. Oh, cool. Yeah, so the commercials is kind of cool. Some of the old ones, I talked about this a little bit at the top of the show. We, you know, kind of finding our footing when we first started out doing this stuff. And then we, now we're looking back at some of them, and they're quaint, and they got their own place, and a few of you like it, the old one better. There's part of me that does too, but sometimes if it was a good little catchy idea, I wanted to go back and revisit some of the ones that we kind of brushed over a little too quickly. So we'll mulligan this. I need more lands in my life than that. All right, well, we're kind of got an aggro hand here. We'll keep this. And, yeah, I'll probably do this again here. I don't know if this is a little too heavy-handed, but we'll throw this back. See, done. What a weird way to black and white borders, as Jay said. Yes. That's how I roll. We'll favor the snow, just in case our opponent's playing aggro and we start having to draw on a Skreds. That's about the only reason. Yeah. So next week we might be leaning towards the original build of Boros Bully. We'll see. Like I said, I keep getting pestered about that, and I don't know what we're up against here. Might as well play it safe. What are we going against? It's a swamp. One of our worst matchups. If it's mono black, but the Wilds suggests otherwise. Uh-oh. We didn't beat the mirror last time we faced him. It was a close loss. Problem with the counter magic and then the snuff out backdrop makes you feel like we want access to 3 dispels in this list, not just the standard 2. I think that's going to be one of my notes. 1 more dispel. Boop. If you're wondering why Artful dodged, because it comes back. We'll rock like this, and hopefully we just top deck a land. Put out our wizardry and start eating some removal. Yeah, it does to me too, Shiraz. There's so much green in this artwork. It does appear to be just kind of like but swamps do have lots of green to them, that's for sure. Alrighty. Oh, come on, deck. What's going on here? I don't mind being flooded or screwed, but not both. That's when it gets really frustrating. Giving our opponent plenty of time to set up. But the Dimir build of this, I'm not sure if that's what we're up against, but it is neat because it showcases the Serpentine Curve of exiling stuff and it not really mattering, right? That swamp wants to be a bayou. It definitely does. Okay, we are at 6. Thinking of just getting value out of that counterspell. I mean the lightning bolt, but I'll hold off. Alrighty, we'll just play this here. Pass the turn. Very careful to collect slowly and lean on islands for this matchup. I've got plenty of access to red here. As we'll do the old double pull just in case they slip up. If you're a new player and you're wondering why, that's sometimes people will do that and they've assumed that that trigger is yours. Especially when it used to just be Terramorphic Expanse from just one expansion. Now the artwork clashes most of the times and it kind of cues people to, hey, watch out, you're about to screw up. Long show today. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I appreciate y'all. As we keep burning cards and I keep updating Zipromo. Alright, we'll let that go, darn it. I think I might want to lose a Ponder main and just bring in a Dispel, but boy, it's nice to have that curve to lean on, right? I say we let this through, and then I'll lightning bolt it. He'll sprite, and then I'll counterspell. I think that's what has been preordained to happen. Don't you? Come on out, you little spell stutter sprite. I know you're in there. I'll have it your way. That's what that would sound like. Or maybe that's what that would sound like, if you're far away anyway. Feeling pretty naked with our Serpentine Curve, but we do have 2 of these, and I mean, it's just so little right now. It'd be funny to play it, right? But we're just going to roll out since we've got an opening here with our weird goblin-esque dudes. Problem playing this game 1 is if most of these decks do have Suffocating Fumes main. What I really like is when you don't draw this card and they think it's a dead card and they side it out, and then you bring it in to eat edicts and such, and it's good times. I'm not quite sure how many commercials we've got now. It's got to be close to 50. I think Wild Mongrel 2 is the latest one, and I think the oldest one ever is the original Wild. Actually, nix that. The very oldest was the original Gin and Tonic. I think that debuted on episode 1. But alrighty, here we go. Come on, land. Just give me a land. A land. I'll take it. I'll take it. I've got that. I've got that. I've got that. Let me play this here. No, that's folly. I could just do that at the end of turn. Serpent's a 4/4 now. It doesn't really do too much. Like an Artful Dodge. I'll probably eat a Sprite. Or I could wait and scry. I think I'm going to wait and scry. Yeah. That's why we go to this campus in the first place, right? I was like when it's up in the air, everybody in the chat gets real quiet. And then after I screw up, you hypocrites. Come on over, angler. I got your bait right here. Let's see what we're gonna draw. That's the first in a long time I've seen a double thing where it's like exile and in your graveyard. Love it. Scry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we like this? Pretty much need just about anything. Well, land's all right. I don't want that though. We'll say bottom. We've got enough to deal with here. Let's try for this anyway. We'll just get one of these dudes out. I just want to turn on the goblins here. We've got another one to lean on. It's not that big of a deal. And depending if... well, now we're probably going to see the Sprite. Sprite, right? The gate. I'll care or pretend that I care about it just for the prowess trigger mostly, and for if the curve does land, it's a wee bit bigger. Okay. That's just going to eat a cast down at this stage. And if it doesn't, we've got another one right behind it with Fling. Good times. Yeah, I feel so naked. Fractals and goofy goblins up against a deck we know they're holding. Yep. Wish I had Fling access there. Good news against this list. We saw that I think in game 2 of the very first time we played Dimir, where they kind of wait for the gotcha, I'm just going to use my cast down, and then you fling in response, and that's pretty good times. I like this sign. I'm going to definitely bring in the wizardries if we see edicts. Of course, they're just going to bring in their suffocating fumes, and it's a race to see who gets there first. Really, really, really want to land here. Land gets us Fling if he has removal and wants to just sit on something, but they could have Dispel too. Okay. Down that goes. Option 0. That makes things a little easier. Guess we'll just do this and block. Or it'll just die. 3, 4, 5. We're still 2 mana away from the 8 being flashed back, but now they got bigger problems. As he goes and finds Snuff Out, probably, which might not do him so much good with Fling in our hand. As the game gets longer and longer. Nice options, though. Gotta hit 2 mana to get that Edict back, but there are 2 of them. Those are damn good against us. Alright. Yeah, but I can honestly say I think I missed... I mean, I mentioned Serpentine Curve when we were talking about the lists and new cards, but I perused right over that little exile part, thinking it was easy to bounce and all these other little drawbacks to it. And it is fragile, but Relic it is not fragile against, that's for sure. Show us nothing. Yes, cool. I'm going to feel really dumb if he has Disfigure here. Okay, I guess he doesn't. Well, now. Just give me a land. Give me a land, give me a land, give me a land. Cool. I'm going to do this. Cool. I know he's got removal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still. I didn't find anything there. I'm just going to chill. I've got 13 with the flashback next turn, depending. And we have an answer in Fling here. 2 Fling feels really right in this list, despite all the draw. Design space-wise, I think Pawner might be the one to exit. We do have enough shuffling if you wanted to work in another Wilds over the campus. Maybe 2 Brainstorms and cut the Pawners all together. Go more of a Tribe 75. 2 cards in hand. What do we have here? Okay. It's nerve-wracking, folks. Well, this is probably where we see a Spellstar Sprite show up. We'll soon see. Let's not block this. That's 4, 5, 6. He's got to tap out next turn. Destroying that. Okay. Oh, we'll destroy it first. Thank you very much. Huzzah! Fling that at you, good sir. Doesn't seem like it, does he? God, I wish I knew it was in their hand. Let's see what they got here. Got another cast down? Nope. Okay. Yeah! How are we hitting? Good times. Don't want to spread it in, but I will do it now. Boink! For the win. Did we get it? Does he finally have the sprite? Is he that patient? It's kind of how the first one went. Down to the wire. It's nice to get a little more aggro with the curve and just get 6, 6, and 7, 7s instead of going for like 20, 20s and then just using the deck to its abilities there. But alrighty. Well, this happened the first time we faced a mirror, and then we saw where that went. They got ahead of us on a lot of options. All right, I'm going to bring in 1 wizardry, but I'm not going to go too overboard there. I like maximize velocity because we can play it twice, just like Artful Dodge. It's why they're there, and They don't run that many creatures, but we got to bring in PauperRBust. But I need you guys' help here because I'm already forgetting what we lost last time. I'll lose 2 ponder. We want to keep this. Got to lose 2 cards. We've got the counters. I guess we go like this. Lose 2 bolts. We've got PauperRBust if we need them for creatures. Fling package. We got 1 cannonade. I might want to go with 2 cannonades. I like that end of turn switcheroo, but I can get a little filled up there. So, yeah, let me just double check here. All right. Maybe 3 lightning bolts main, 3 ponders. Move a dispel in and get to 60 for you purists out there. Could be. All the test draws I do for these things, it was really feeling good at that. So, all right, we like this. We'll keep it. It's just an honest hand for this. You know, if you got better than this, it's amazing. Worse than this, might want to still keep. That sort of thing. Danto. I think that's how you say it. I think we're going to have a great Dalmoody tournament tonight with the old school D&D cards. I can't recommend those enough. You got somebody who likes Dalmoody in your life. Richard Garfield's very first published game, I believe. The D&D came out with its own version of it. It's this exact same game, but the art is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I've got it right there looking at me. Go to Google Image and just type in D&D Dalmoody and you'll see some really, really cool art. In fact, I wish they would commission him to do some stuff, and maybe they did. And that is kind of a industry that holds hands, the D&D and Magic. I know it's the same other company. Dalmuti. Pauper, Tim, you can't have a question mark after that, right? Come on now with your history. What was it? The Orange Mitten? Happy 16 years old to Pauper. Thanks to somebody like Pauper Tim. We mentioned that at the top of the show if you want to rewind and get a little history lesson. Very cool. Yeah, very simple game. Very addictive game. And if you've got a fun cast of characters around a dinner table. It was that's a pretty recent one, I think, Robo Rally. Pretty sure the other one came way first. Let's ponder here. Oh, I like all of this. Let's see. Nope. Nope. I just want to do this all now because of the... assuming he's going to have some fairies. I kind of like both of these. This is the kind of hand I was telling you guys about. I kind of dread this fill up, but I'm going to put them both on top. Dang it. We've got 2 lands. They're both really good cards for us. We're not going to miss any land drops because of it. I'm going to feel like a fool if he just drops out like 3 Delvers and we don't have access to it. So there's a little wispy hair, and I know it's not mine because I don't have any hair. Here we go. That was a fun game. I'm glad we decided to play another. Yeah, we're kind of stuck here with this pieces of the puzzle stuff, aren't we? You know what? I'm going to still do it, though. Maybe we'll buy a counter. At least it'll be a hard counter. A negate from the first game, maybe. That was game 1, negate. That's interesting. Okay. Well, hey, it was a nice duress, right? A 1-mana duress. That'd be funny, card mechanic. Target opponent reveals the best card in their hand. Discard it. What would that be called? Oh, I stand corrected, Pauper Tim. I should have known. I should have known. Now, if we get another mountain, this would be a fun play. Of course, it'll be R2 for there, too, if the Spellstutter Sprite shows up. Nix that plan. We'll go with this plan. That's kind of cool. What are the odds? What are the odds, folks? I'm going to roll out with our wizards. Dang it, that's an instant. I keep thinking that's the Minotaur, which I think is an instant, too. I'm all turned around. I should have done that on their turn. Oh, we got 2 counterspells out of the way. Cannonade's going to show up. And we might be able to respond with something with Scred. Or we might want to do it in an opposite order. Regardless, everything that gets eaten gets fed to the graveyard. And thus the serpent gets bigger. Thank you for the clarity, Pauper Tim. I'll bet somebody tonight over that fact, and then I'll maybe get a free beer out of it or something. Can we get revenge? Can we get revenge? Ooh, what is this? Did he just forget? What was that? That, my friends. Let's do the puzzle. You know what? Let's do the puzzle. Sometimes I love sorceries. You have no choice. Boy, oh boy, do we like this, huh? Look at this hand. I'll take 1 and 1. Sure. There we go. Yeah. Certainly. Well, we kind of know that was a ninja because of that misplay, so I think we just kill this now. We want to keep that for the other thing. That for counterspells. Might be a little bit reckless. I'm positive that's a ninja in his hand. Unless they're taunting us with the wrong plays. Wow. Nice bluff there. That double tap into that was pretty interesting. Well, we got 3 counterspells down. And we're destined to smash that and probably follow it up with the cannonade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is our serpent now. Can be unblockable. I'd rather have some counter magic behind it because we've only got 1. Is there a brainstorm in our future? Behold! That's what it was for. Apologies. I don't have my foretell thingy open here. Where is that? Oh, it's because he already cast it. I was like thinking that was a ninja play. That's a neat little trick. Somebody's not paying attention to the foretell zone. I've always got the graveyard open, but not the foretell zone. Note to self. Start doing that. Except for today. Dismiss. Dismissed. We've seen an angler. We've got the angler food in hand with Skred. Counterspell backup. I believe we're going to cannonade here. Okay. I'll just play this. Our mana's right so far. Alright. If he's got negate, I want him to use it on his turn. I keep doing this, all this sorcery speed stuff. Skred there. Got the counterspell. Oh, you Skred here. Nah. Cannonade on upkeep. What you got, Copper? Kaboom! Pauper Tim says he pitched Robo Rally first, and I think he saw an interview, and then I think Dominic pitched next. That's right. Yeah, it's fun seeing the very first Magic cards. They're just these archaic, just pieces of paper with all kinds of confusing scribbles on them with no artwork. It's amazing what the artwork and the flavor does for a game, right? We have counter magic. Our opponent's at 2 cards. I don't know. Don't know if it's worth it. I'm going to be bold. Well, let's try it. 9/9. We're bluffing that we have fling. We're probably just going to see an edict here, but regardless, we can at least try to counter it. It's probably going to eat another counterspell, but I've already seen our opponent play 3 counterspells, so I'm so tempted to counterspell this. I wonder if he has the option. He's just going to go find it, but it'll still be a 1-for-1. All right, go ahead. There's only 1 more counterspell. And let's see what's happening with the game there. Game log. He casts Ponder. And now what? 13 minutes to go. I need about 8 to win with this list. Bottom, 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 shuffle. That's what we're hoping for. Chooses to not shuffle. Bad idea. Bad news for us. They have found an answer. But what is it? We'll attempt to keep it alive. Was that the answer? Maybe it was. Hopefully. Our fractal token lives. Okay. This is good news for us. You know, we almost don't even need to kill that, do we? We can just artful dodge here. Yeah, but I want to kill it anyway. I don't want him getting it back. Let's shoot that now. Watch, he grabs Snuff out and we just lose from... Mathematical-based design, says Pauper Tim. Interesting on Pandemic. Well, that's a aptly timed game, right? Oh, you still got that little... All right, hey. So we pull victorious at a 3-2 and we got revenge on Dimir. By all means, we did good. Okay today. Not great, but we did good. I don't... I'll be the first one to tell you, I think this has some design space, 2 or 3 cards, plus or minus. We'll go over the lists here, as we always do, to sum up the show. But I do believe you need at least 3 Serpentine Curves. If you're going to go less, I would probably fit in another Wizardry. But the deck hits its mana really well. But the second you start messing with this to start putting in more cutesy cards, I thought about Impulse would be kind of cool here. Now, if you're going to go Dimir, I think Forbidden Alchemy is a really neat call. But yeah, it's just a lot of design space here. But boy, make no mistake, it is all about this, and you just have to pay attention to that opening hand and not being flooded out of the opening hand sort of thing. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. I call it Serpentor, but well, it's probably just going to be called Is It Serpent or something, but that begs the question, right? Wink, wink. But yeah, we've got 21 lands in this. We've got evasion in the Artful Dodge, and you could argue minimize velocity, and these are all evasion too, with fling as well to get around stuff. We counterspell anything else. 2 dispel. I really, really want another dispel in this. Honestly, Echoing Truth is there just as a cutesy deck builder, like I remembered, and I'm not quite sure what I would really bring this in against. So I would kind of argue for my play style, I would probably lose this Echoing Truth for another dispel. But hey, we're 50-50 against control. We beat Golgari, Dimir, and White Weenie. We lost a close one to Affinity and another close one to pretty much the same Dimir deck. So that's like a 50-50 wash right there. Anyway, I'm going to go out with a little bit of Three Stooges humor. It doesn't take too long. And then a little pulse to our Pauperganda logo. But hey, everybody, thanks so much for joining me. If you like, subscribe, do all that stuff to our YouTube videos, Twitch. Please, even more than that, if you don't want to press buttons, just tell a friend. Let's get some more eyeballs on this, and maybe we can get some more of this a-burnin'. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me. This old man signing off. Adios.
This is confusing. I'll have to start on you. Oh! Oh!